What's up? How you doing, man?
Doing well. How are you?
I turn that up now.
Okay.
The intro's always loud.
Intro is loud.
You know, I always figure
I'm looking at secret lab chairs now.
You know, we get into these and it's like we're always talking about something like you're like, oh damn, I gotta look that up. I guarantee if we go back in time, we look at every video. He's probably on his phone first thing because I always tell you exciting things. And
you tell me exciting things, and I have to look them up and make sure I don't forget them because I'm going to talk for like 30 minutes, and then it's going to be gone out of my brain.
I love it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, secret lab chairs.
Secret lab chairs, man. They are the.
This podcast is sponsored by Secret Lab Chairs.
It is now. Yeah. Wait. No, it's not.
Well, people can see Blake, right?
Yeah. There he goes.
Secret Lab. This is my favorite part. The pillow's just magnetic.
Yeah, dude.
So just you can like slide it up and down, and it just. I'm like, it's perfect.
Well, if you want to get really deep, start looking at their desks. So they have standing desks, regular desks.
See, this is how I end up on my phone
they're all metal, right? They're all metal, and they have this leather top that you can roll over it, and then they have little magnetic things that you can put on to like manage cords. They're legit. I love their shit.
They are so meticulous about those little things. Like even like the assembly process, it's like just the way I'm like, okay, they have thought this through so well. Like they have such a good brand. Like I was like, it's so easy.
Love it. But so Joe Arvison said he learned that you played sports today. How did he learn?
I did play sports today. He must have got that through. I wonder if I posted that little about me article. A while back.
Oh, I wonder. Yeah.
In the.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
On our Medium page, or I don't know if you can kind of roughly see the golf clubs in the back there. But
maybe that doesn't mean you play sports just because you have.
I was going to say. But yeah, at my age, golf is barely a sport anyway.
Yeah,
more of a drinking game.
Yeah, it's a way to get out of the house for 6 hours and get drunk.
Was a big sports guy. Deadly says pickleball probably. Yeah, just kind of did it all. You know, football, basketball, track, golf, just whatever came my way.
Isn't pickleball for people that are 107?
Pickleball
you have to be 40 or over. That's for sure.
I say that my wife actually plays it every Monday.
Is she over 40?
She is now, but she played it before she was over 40. So
I would say my 10-year-old plays pickleball once a week.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I've played before too. I mean, I'm 27, so
it's the number one cause of injury in adults over the age of 40. It's also the fastest growing sport in America.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what. I took a badminton class in college my freshman year with like 3 of my buddies in the dorms, and that was the most fun of any class.
Badminton
was so. But I'll tell you what. Some of the like foreign students in that class had like their own like custom titanium rackets and stuff, and they would just, I mean, they're playing a different level of badminton. Like I thought I was good, and then these guys are hitting it unbelievably fast. And I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, dude. Like it's like anything. You get into those where those people are playing and they're athletes, like legit athletes that are going on, and you're like, what's happening? Play tennis. I don't play tennis very much or hardly at all.
I played tennis yesterday.
I really like tennis. I'm fairly athletic, and so I do very well. My buddy who actually played in college, I didn't know this until he said, "Let's go play tennis," and he's just toying around with me, and I was like, and I'm running around sweating my ass off, like, "Oh man, that was a good match." He goes, "Yeah." I go, He's like, "You should probably take some lessons. You'll be all right." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I just held my own with you. Like, I know you've played before." He goes, "Oh, I will kick your ass." I'm like, "Oh, bring it."
It's fucking 120 mile an hour. So
I almost died. Legit died almost the whole time. Like, just dead. And then at the end, he's like, "Dude, you know I played in college, right?" I'm like, "You're an asshole."
So, secret fact about someone we mentioned frequently on here is Michael McCarthy is a 3.5 tennis player.
Oh, so is my wife.
Yeah.
They should play.
Although
it's different. Men and women different in tennis. Weird.
Agreed.
Weird.
It is.
Okay, we're off topic. Good topics.
Are we?
I mean, there's so much to talk about, and I
only
only have you for a little bit of time.
New tennis coin.
Ooh, you have tennis coin?
Tennis coin.
I thought it was bonk tennis. Tennis bonk.
Tennis bonk. Pong tennis.
All right. Well, let's see. I don't even know where to start, man, because there's so many things I don't want to talk.
I can go
about.
through this whole podcast without mentioning bonk. I bet you.
You lost. What do I get?
Well, no, you mentioned it first. I was not going to mention it. I feel like I've beat you down so hard over the last couple.
Well,
of months,
I just want to point this out. Like, look, everybody's losing money now. Bonk sucks. Bonk's dead.
Yep.
Just kidding. Bonk's gonna go to the moon. I think this one has the longer. Oh yeah, this chart's the longer one. Look at that. That's dumb. Good old Bonk.
Oh, bonk.
Well, speaking of Bonk, I may actually own Bonk if I get lucky enough.
Because you ordered a Solana phone.
Yeah, I bought 2.
You know, you can just go on an exchange and buy bonk.
I know, but I wanted the Solana phone, the Saga Solana phone, for a couple reasons. One is we have this whole article series of hardware wallets that we've done in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we've ordered the new Ledger and a couple other ones, and the Solana phone is its own hardware wallet as well. So I wanted to get it and test it out. Plus, the airdrops that the Solana phone is probably going to get over the next 12 to 18 months are probably going to make it worth significantly more than what you're going to pay for the phone.
How do you even get one? Because it doesn't seem like it's
eBay.
Just eBay. They're all gone.
Dude,
do you trust eBay though? Because I mean, they're backdooring the shit out of stuff, and they probably.
You know,
I don't know if I'd do that.
FOMO in. You just gotta, get the people that have good reviews. Apparently, I don't know. We'll see. I've ordered 2. One got canceled already. The other one's still sitting there and waiting. And then I have a line on a guy that I don't know if he sells over the, through eBay or whatever. Old man Smithers hooked me up with him. So, but he's like, I don't even know if I'm going to get the phone to be able to get you a phone. They started at like a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. They're at $500, $600. And they sold for like $1,000 to start with. I think they were $1,000 phone.
All right. What's a good looking phone?
They're $6,000 right now. $5,000 or $6,000 right now. Like that, if there's actually a phone. So, I mean, they're ridiculous in the fact that people are like, "Oh, Bonk's going up. You get the airdrop for Bonk," and then there's another airdrop that just got dropped to it.
Baby Bonk.
Yeah, I'm sure you gotta get baby. What about Bonk?
Baby.
What about Akita Bonk?
I haven't seen that one.
It's not one. We're gonna make one though.
Okay, we can. Yeah, wasn't there like dog with hat or something like that? Yeah. And then, Baby Bonk was up 20% yesterday.
That's funny, man. Like,
look up Baby Bonk. Actually, just put Bonk in and see how many
Doge baby
fast follows.
Baby Dogecoin. Okay,
Baby Doge.
We'll go Bonk.
I'm pretty sure I actually own some Baby Doge.
Yeah, Bonk,
Bonker, and Bonkinu, Bonkola.
Oh, hold on a second. Let me share the right screen here.
Bonk Bitcoin ordinals. Bonker.
Share my window.
Oh, Bonkler. Those are NFTs.
Oh yeah. Bonkola.
Look, there's a Bonk 2.0.
Oh well, obviously that's the next Bonk.
Why did they not call it V2?
Like Tits V2?
Like Tits V2. Yeah.
Probably because
you wait and see. Tits V2 is going to the moon.
Well, we're gonna look at that today. We're gonna see where it's really at, but I don't see Baby Bonk on here. So let me.
Yeah, it's because of the way it's searching, isn't it?
Baby Bonk.
Baby Bonk. Baby Bonk. Baby Bonk.
Trying to look at people's comments and
in my belly.
What am I doing? Too many things going on. I thought this was your job, Blake. What's going on here?
Baby Bonk.
Well, I thought you were the controller.
I'm all over the place here, dude. Come on. I'm horrible at this. All right, Baby Bonk.
Up, down.
That's a 15-minute chart, so that's the ugliest.
Because it's been out for like 4 hours, right?
It's been out since the 11th. No. Sorry. You're right. Oh, yeah. It's been out since the 11th. But
that's a shit coin.
And it does what? What's its utility again?
It's a fast follow scam rug pull coin for Bonk. Which you've made it when coins start naming themselves after you.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Win Fortune crypto coin.
Where can you buy Baby Bonk?
Oh, probably just on a DEX. It's a Sol token, so Jupiter. I would 100% go to Jupiter and buy it there. Here's the pool. I like the way Coin Gecko gives you the terminal, so then you can get the actual contracts for these, and then get to the place to trade them. So that's cool. The Sol ecosystem is definitely where the degen traders are at right now.
Mm-hmm.
What ETH was, 3-4 years ago with the Sheeb, Akita Inu, all that garbage, that came through, TITS V2, and that basically degenerate casino has moved to Sol. I mean, it's crazy. But the thing is I think
there's a lot of great development going on Sol, though, which
we're going to talk about a game that's on Sol today, which it's not a new game. It's been out for a long time, and I've known about it for a long time. But yeah, we'll get to that. But my question is, like, the volume in Sol has been killing things. It was a week ago. It surpassed ETH for a single day DEX volume for the first time ever. And then this week, just today or yesterday, the 7-day average or total of 7 days was more than any.
All the 10.1 billion versus like 8.3 or something.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
And it was, so it surpassed, ETH DEX trading volume plus a whole bunch of other, like, together combined. So Sol's definitely on a run. And you can see it with the chart too. The chart's been just going ape shit. I sold my leverage long at 84-ish. It was right in this range here, 82, because it was right on this little green line. So 82. It was just leverage long, still spot long, but sold it and was like, yeah, I think it'll probably go to 100 if I'm lucky. And it did. 99.9, I think it went to. But, you live, you learn.
You left something on the table.
It was leverage, man. I take profits when I get them. I like to make sure I do that. So
yeah.
I love Sol. I love it. I'm a Sol maxi now.
You're Sol maxi now. Okay. Turncoat. You're what we call a fair weather fan. As long as it's all going well, right?
I go where the money is.
That's essentially all of my crypto trading strategy. I like this one. It made me money just now.
Go there. I'm going to go there.
Have you seen what they're doing at TITS V2?
We will soon, though. We're going to. I think we should single-handedly.
TITS V2 is dead. It's a dead coin.
Let's bring TITS V2 back. Can we make TITS V3?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to digress here because when I was in college, we had this. It was a group computer. We just sat in the corner that we would use because I'm old, so it's not everybody had a fucking laptop. Screw all of you. Anyways, so we had this
I'm
computer.
older than you know that, right?
I know, barely. So we had a group computer in this house that I stayed in that we'd all use or whatever, but it was constantly, we'd always leave it on the page. It was ratemyrack.com.
Okay.
Because we're a bunch of guys.
Yeah,
we're fucking degenerates then, and we're degenerates now.
Yep.
But just reminded me from TITS V3.
TITS V3.
Sorry for all the ladies out there, but I'm a dude.
I'm not sure a lot of ladies listen to this podcast, dude.
Please.
I think Hanako listens to it once in a while.
Once they hear it once in your sultry voice, they're going to be on here all the time.
Squeaky.
And then when they watch the actual video and see your beard,
I'm sure.
Tell your girlfriend to watch out, man.
Yeah.
They're going to be coming through in droves.
Like the English Rasputin.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
What else do you want to talk about?
So I want to talk about
my beard.
I always want to talk about your beard.
Yeah,
I'm just jealous.
Disheveled at the moment.
I'm just jealous. I can't barely grow.
I can't find the right product to kind of get it where I want it.
Look, I can barely grow this thing, so whatever. I want to talk about Star Atlas because it's a Sol. It's a Sol.
Has been doing great.
Yeah, Star Atlas is great. Star Atlas is. I hope Blake has a bunch of stuff pulled up because he's going to talk a lot about this. Blake's. We've written a couple articles. Mainly, Blake has been pushing a lot of the articles out. But our first one was a long time ago looking into Star Atlas, and we liked it then. Like the gameplay, the tokenomics has been my favorite part of Star Atlas from the get-go. They are
real pretty.
Oh, they have the coolest site you'll ever.
Yeah, dude.
I went on there. I was like, wow. I was building shit like that like 10, 15 years ago, and just that's always what I wanted to do.
Do it again. Come on, man.
I'm too lazy.
So, yeah, man, they have great, like their tokenomics are, in my opinion, the best Web3 tokenomics in a game out there right now. And they constantly are making sure that they are balancing, you know, the sinks that are in there, the amount of Atlas, where it's going to go in, where it's going to go out. You have there's always a few different problems that are coming through in the economies, right? Is it going to be something that people are just going to hold and never going to spend? How do they spend it? Right? Do you make sure they spend enough that's in there? But also on this, amen, do you have the sinks that are there for them to spend on?
So I was just checking to make sure I have enough Atlas that I've.
You don't. This is just a key right now.
Okay.
You don't have enough
We don't
Atlas.
have enough Atlas.
And I'll tell you we've liked them for a while. Like,
yeah. At least
let me stop talking for a second.
At least 4
Blake,
podcasts ago, we were talking about it.
Yeah, Blake, give me your rundown on Atlas. Give me your thoughts. Give me everything that you're thinking.
When you look at what they're doing in terms of supporting developers that want to come into their ecosystem and develop on top of it, they essentially have this entire royalty platform built out to where you can come in and utilize the Star Atlas assets, essentially the entire brand suite and their SDKs, their APIs, and you can use it to make revenue for yourself. And then once you surpass $1 million in gross revenue, depending on exactly what you're doing, whether it's art specifically, game specifics, you have a different royalty percentage that you then pay to Star Atlas from every dollar incurred after that $1 million mark. So essentially, they're like, you can come make $1 million for free without having to pay us anything. After that, the highest split, I'll pull that. I'm trying to get that document pulled up here. Essentially the highest split that they do is a 10% royalty to Star Atlas for being able to utilize everything they've built out. It is essentially ran as a DAO with their, two token system. They have their in-game currency, which is Atlas, which is, has the use cases of, buying ships, components, crews, land, covering fuel costs, repair, paying personnel. It's used to facilitate like trade between players, whether that's like NPC merchants, peer-to-peer. It's essentially provides the fluidity for all the in-game transactions. While on the flip side, the Polis token is essentially the governance token for the entire economy. So Polis holders, as it says here, can exert influence over, regions and resources. You essentially get to determine laws, taxes. You can restrict access to certain areas for individual players. They have what they call decentralized autonomous corporations, which instead of organizations,
right.
Which is essentially their guild management system are all of these kind of independent DAOs within the game. I think kind of similarly, it reminds me, sort of kind of how Mirandus is kind of doing things with like the Citadel concept, right? You as someone who is a large holder in that ecosystem, you get to exert some power in facilitating the trade and commerce within your specific area, obviously creating a guild and some sort of governance system to allow people who hold the token to vote on these measures and things like that, which is what we've wanted to see for a long time, right? Is the actual ability for community control. And we talked about this a little bit ago. But I think another thing about Star Atlas that I really like is, you mentioned this, like a bunch of their assets were tied up in FTX and everything. So people thought they were potentially going under, but, they just kept building. They stayed true to their community. They, kept providing what the community was wanting. Granted, we're waiting for that big next stage game. Right now it's just kind of in that more showroom-y type system right now. And then there's kind of the more like browser-based kind of strategy style game. But I mean, based off the videos and everything I've seen, I know they're building an Unreal. I'm pretty excited to see what they can do, especially just on the gameplay side. But when looking at evaluating a project, right? They are all the big boxes that we want to see hit. They're hitting. They're giving control to the players. They're providing them the ability to build on their own. Build the games within the game. That only helps Star Atlas. It gets their name out there more and allows someone to make a career for themselves within the ecosystem. So I'm really excited. That's kind of my initial 2 cents on it.
Sorry, I just saw that.
Yeah.
I love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. I just saw him live.
No, it's the great overview.
Yeah.
Great overview. And
Thank you, Blake.
yeah, that's the thing, man. It's through the bear market, through the FTX like hit that they had. They still built. Unfortunately, they had to let go of a lot of people because they didn't have any fucking money. So, that's just part of the game. But they're building a good product, and the tokenomics side is making it so it's stable, and people like to get in there and play it. So,
it's like even right now you can go and look at like this is like an open drive that you can access through their documentation of, I can go straight into here, look at the artwork. Okay, I can look at, here's all the character models I can utilize. If I could start doing this right now, if I wanted to, I can.
Right. So they're allowing you to use all of this to create whatever it is you want to create on the
These
start.
are just all the ships, I can utilize, I can take these models and use them for whatever I I think this really aligns as well with what we're trying to do with the Gal Collective, right? Is build out that system to where people can utilize the community-owned assets, so to speak, and build for everyone involved.
And so this week, spoke with a friend of mine on Monday who really wanted me to speak with Michael Wagner, who's the main lead dev for Star Atlas. And he's like, dude, you just got to talk to him. Like with the collective coming up. So he hooked me up, and we got a call on and talked to him yesterday. And one of my favorite devs in the Web3 gaming ecosystem, like his insights of what he wants to build for the community and how he wants to build it, how he wants the community to be a part of everything, how they are, like he was just showing how they're bringing people in, like, yeah, we have all this stuff, use it. And then the first million that comes through, that's like a rev, that's you. And then we'll do a rev share. And I think it's between 5 and 7% or something like that.
The max ever was 10%.
10%.
Yep.
And they're like, yeah, let's do this together. Let's get in this together. I think they said it was either 36 or 64. I don't know why those two numbers are there. There's 2 6s in there. Of applications that have been put through that are utilizing all of the Star Atlas stuff that are businesses. He's like, we got a coffee company. It's literally putting Star Atlas on a coffee company because they want to market it that way. Great. That's awesome. Do it.
Interesting.
So the openness that they have is phenomenal. I love it. Right. And I really like to see that ability to bring everybody in. Let's have it, have this. We're only so many people in Web3, right? There's like 15 of us, right? So let's all work together to make it good, right? So I don't know. I was really impressed talking with him, really liked it. It just kind of made me even more bullish than I was before that we talked about Star Atlas, having actually talked to him. And then he had another team member that was there. We might actually be able to help them out in a way that neither one of us thought was going to come about from that phone conversation. So that'll be cool. We'll see.
It's interesting. I mean, a lot of this is coming full circle from you probably weren't in this. You remember Second Life?
Yeah.
So I had a couple of friends, Justin Bovington at Rivers Run Red and Gary Lindham, and they were huge builders within the Second Life ecosphere, which ultimately turned into basically a crack alley of debauchery and awfulness. But they were doing some of this similar sort of work where there's a big ecosystem. They go in and then they were building stuff for brands. That was their job. Was they would go out, pitch to Starbucks, or let me build you a Starbucks in Second Life. And who's the one who makes the nice chairs? Not the ones we were talking about at the beginning of the
I was like,
the ones that are really well known.
Nice. Oh, Lazy Boys?
No. Oh, God. I was thinking slightly higher end than that.
There's nothing higher end than a lazy boy. Get out of here.
I went to look at lazy boy couches the other day, and they just did not seem like they were high quality.
Are you thinking about the ones that, when you're really lazy, it like lifts you up out of your chair?
No,
it has a little
like fancy, nice office furniture shit.
Case?
I don't know.
They're really well known. Anyway, that was their biggest client they had, and they basically built all these models, put them out there. And then there was a sort of rev share thing that they were doing where if you wanted to put, I want to say it's Allen and Roth, but it's not Allen and Roth. They're really well known chair maker.
Dude, I have a nice chair. I have one nice chair.
Same deal. They were, and you're talking 20 something years ago.
Yeah,
that they were building this stuff in Second Life, and they would do the same things. Like, here's all the models, and they're all sponsored by they have a marketing agency that built all the models for them, but then you would be putting these actual furniture items into your local, like if you built a Starbucks, you'd be using these chairs, and then it would lift back to the chairs.
Okay. I like it.
It's just interesting that how long ago people were thinking in the same vein that they are, and that Web3 is making it all so much more realistic and possible. And there are none of the issues that Second Life had, which are many.
And what gets in the way of that, of letting the community be a part of it and help build that kind of stuff? Like, in your opinion, why does it go away?
Hey, look, Deadly knows exactly who I'm talking about. Herman Miller, thank you.
Look at this guy.
Yep.
Deadly's
Herman
the
Miller
man.
is exactly who I was thinking of.
Oh, he comes up with the names of whatever you want at all times. He's either a great Googler or the smartest man alive. Or both.
He's in charge of remembering stuff now because I'm not good at it anymore. There is still some good stuff in SL. Did they clean it up?
I don't know. At
one point, it was it was the most digitally rapey place on earth. It was just awful. Cleaned up.
To answer my question that you didn't answer, I'll answer it myself. Is I think it's greed that gets in the way. Of the idea of like Starlight right now
in Second Life, it was definitely depravity. Well, it was not greed; it was depravity.
Okay, I could see both of those coming into play because then you get the degens that come in and it's like we're gonna mess things up.
I think it's the original neckbeard farm. Sorry,
I love it, dude.
Apologies.
No, this is what makes it great. Why is it so hot in here? I need AC in this room. It's like 12 degrees outside and 175 in here.
It's actually quite warm outside. I think it's like 55.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. It's nice.
That's
wet, but it's nice.
Yeah, it's raining a lot.
Yeah, 44.
Star Atlas chart. Yay!
Star Atlas chart. Who else do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the Pickem tourney.
Oh, yeah.
What you got going on?
Yeah, you told me that you wrote it all up and then I didn't read it.
Yeah, Blake, pull it up.
You want me to pull up the Twitter?
Oh yeah, sure. Pull up Twitter. And we'll just kind of talk about it. So we got some basics here. Gonna go over it. This is why we can't have nice things. Yes, Dan, you are correct. Jillian's not listening. Don't let the name fool you. It's just Dan.
Well, Dan's posting on Jillian's behalf. So yeah. She's culpable for anything he says.
I guess I'll pull it up over here because you're not going to be able to see what he's got up.
No, I cannot see what he's got up.
I'll pull it here, though. Here we go. So essentially, we want to do a pick'em style. $50 entry fee, and you can pick as many tokens as you want. It's all crypto. No legacy garbage in here. It's all crypto. You can pick as many tokens as you want. You have to pick a minimum of 3.
Okay.
Can't just pick one.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum of 3. Each month, we're going to do a evaluation of who has, picked the best that month. It's going to be continuously going forward, right? And in that month, we'll give out rewards that month, whatever it's going to be. Most likely the monthly is going to be some NFT that I have that I'll give out to the winner of the month. Then the NFT itself, it won't be a 0 value NFT. It'll be a lower value NFT. I've got a bunch of just random NFTs that actually have value that I'll give out. You probably have
That's a really good caveat. It's not going to be a zero value.
No.
It's going to be a low value.
No. Well, we're in the middle of we're getting ready for the bull run. It's going to be worth billions each
Yeah.
one,
Bills.
billions of bonk at some point in time. But I can't give away the farm, dude. I want some people to have some skin in the game, right? So that's the $50. I'm gonna give away a lot. I'm gonna end up matching up to $5,000 of my personal money. I'm gonna match up to $5,000 for the ending pot. Okay. I am gonna give away on the quarterly basis. I've got some little pudgy penguins. I might give away an Azuki Elemental. I've got homesteads for Mirandis. A couple of those I might give away. So I've got some extra really nice NFTs on a quarterly basis that I'm going to give away. So monthly, we evaluate it where you're at. You can decide on that month if you want to keep your picks and just continue them forward. You can trade out as many of those picks as you want. Each trade of each pick is $50 extra that goes into the pool. Okay. So every month you could be like, oh, Bonk is just dead. I picked Bonk. Damn it. I'm out. I want to trade it into Tits V2. Right? You pay an extra $50.
That sounds far-fetched, right?
It is. But that's my game plan. That's what I'm going to do. And you can do that throughout the entire year.
Okay.
Right?
Starts January 1.
Starts January 1.
How do we pay you your $50?
So we're going to have a community wallet.
Okay. That
is going to be held by.
Have you considered having that in Bonk?
Oh, so here's the extra thing that we do every month. At the end of the month, when we evaluate, we say, okay, here's where we're at, and let's say everybody puts it in, and they get to decide. Everybody that's a part that's put $50 in gets to decide. They get a vote on where it gets allocated to. Do you want it to be in a stable coin? Do you want it to be in Bonk? Do you want it to be in like a? And we'll put out a few suggestions.
So you said two same thing, stablecoin and Bonk. I mean,
yeah, same thing.
Same thing.
So every month you'll get
Not
to decide where it gets to go. So as we move through this, there's actually going to be the idea of how do we allocate this in this next year of hopefully the beginning of a decent, bull run that's going to happen. It'd be great. It'd be fun. However they decide to decide. So,
okay.
What else I miss? Let's see here. 60. Let's see. First place, we have it as 60% of the total pool. Second place, 20%, and third place, 4%. That's the ending prize pool. So, whatever that looks like. So the Discord right now is token gated. Right now, we gave everybody an upgrade that has been in there to a journeyman. So if you were an apprentice, you're now a journeyman. There's a couple locked out sections in the Discord that people have access to. They're going to get those accesses, and some of those they're going to get extra roles in NFTs that are going to go with that. Everybody that wants to play has to be in the Discord. They have to, and so by that you can just join the Discord. You don't have to get a NFT anymore, but you're just going to get the apprentice role, and you're going to have access to all of our general announcements and the Crypto Pick'em channel. If you want to upgrade,
the Crypto Pick'em channel exists currently.
It is in there now.
It is in there now. All right.
So with that, you have to be in the Discord.
Okay.
And there's, I don't know. There's.
Why do you keep saying that to me? Like I don't go in your Discord.
Well, I'm looking at you, but I'm talking to the people.
Okay.
Like I'm looking at the people through your eyes.
Gosh, Michael.
Hello, people.
I just feel like you're just really calling me out because I don't engage at all with your Discord.
Hello. People are asking for you every day. Where's Crypto Mesh? Why is he not giving us alpha today? They want your alpha every day.
They want your shitcoin picks.
Yes, they do.
Shitcoin picks.
Literally going to make you the shitcoin master in the Discord. Make it happen, Blake.
Your own role, shitcoin.
There is a special role in the Discord that only 2 people have. It's a CDB role. Crypto Dick Butts role.
Crypto Dick Butts. You have to have a Crypto Dick Butt in order to have a Crypto Dick Butt.
There's only 2 cool people in our Discord.
How much a Crypto Dick Butt?
Less than 1 ETH.
Less than 1 ETH?
Yeah. I think I bought mine for 2 ETH or 1.8 ETH, only because I liked it. What do we miss out of Blake? Dicks and butts.
That's the big, I mean, we're gonna, essentially each person in their picks, we're gonna have like a shared Google Doc, or probably a Sheets, and each person will have their own little portfolio essentially of their tokens, and so you can go in at any point and see what the competition is looking like. But yeah, we're gonna keep it as open and transparent. Obviously the wallet that everything's gonna be held in. Everyone will be able to have access to, like, we'll make that wallet address very publicly known, so you can see we're not ripping funds off or anything like that. So
yeah, and that's that right now. I wanted to have an actual
like escrow wallet,
but the hard part I'm coming into is if we want to reallocate those funds, like that makes it difficult. So
yeah,
we will have a wallet, put it out there, and I'll be in there. Oh, getting over this damn cold. Get out of there.
No, those are all the big points I think of it. Come join. It's gonna be fun.
It's right here. Why does it hurt right here?
Where's my thumb numb?
All the way down. I don't know what's happening. Big prizes.
Actually, no. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. EVIO skins. I'm gonna give out some EVIO skins, spider tanks. Got a whole bunch of stuff. It'll be a fun one for sure. Lots of stuff we'll give out. I might look for some other people that might join that want things that they want to donate to.
Okay.
I am wanting to drive traffic to the Discord. Is why I keep saying it.
Gotcha.
It's still token gated for all the stuff that we have. Anybody else that comes in and they want to get into the token gate, it's fine. DM me, chat me up. I'll send you an NFT if I feel it's worthy. Otherwise, just get in there, get our announcements, get the crypto pickem, come in, have fun, and we'll go from there. So send people there. The more people we get in, the bigger the prize pool is going to be.
Agreed.
And if we actually get a lot in there, I might actually get real generous and match up to 10,000. So if we get it up to 20 grand, that'd be a good little pot. Plus all the NFTs I'm giving away.
Well, I mean, technically it could be much bigger than that. Also, if you're only matching up to 10 grand, I mean, it should be like 50 grand.
It's true.
If it goes. And
if people are really nice, they could probably convince me to match up to a lot. So, but we just got to get the people in first.
Yeah.
Get the people.
Get in and get your picks in.
I'm just thinking about my picks.
Okay, so picks got to be in by December 31st before. So I should say picks and your money deposit.
Okay.
So you're going to have to DM myself or Blake with your address that you sent it from, so we can see that you were the one that sent it from here, or just give us the transaction fee or the transaction actually, the Etherscan transaction. We'll look at it and apply that to you and make sure we keep track there. Okay. We'll keep it all in a spreadsheet that's publicly accessible so everybody can see it. And the wallet, everybody can see the wallet and go from there.
Got it. I'm in.
It's going to be fun.
I've already got 3 picks in my head.
I know you do.
Dan is asking which currency do you want this money in?
We'll take it in ETH or USDC. Wait, did I just say ETH?
You did.
How dumb am I? I'm a soul maxing now, dude. How am I taking it
now? Soul or USDC?
But technically, I mean, USDC does make the most sense because
it does make the most sense.
Send it in USDC. The problem is like we're doing $50. What does transactions cost on ETH right now?
A freaking
I don't have
$1 billion.
Yeah, I don't even know where to look now. So.
Very expensive.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll call it ETH right now, but most likely we might change it to something that's going to be a little bit more cost effective for us to make those trades on a monthly basis, and also a $50 transaction fee. If you're paying $20 for a transaction, it's taking half that out, or almost. So
yeah, exactly.
We'll figure it out. Good question. Let's see. Anything else out there? Michael's got to go. He's got lots of stuff to do.
Nothing else on my end.
Oh yeah, I saw that, man.
You seen it? It's freaking cool.
It is really cool. They're doing
really freaking cool.
It's upgraded. I haven't used it a lot. It's actually in my Discord too, so I need to get in there and mess around with it some more. So,
business and finance trending Solana season. Look at that.
See, look at it. They heard us talking.
They did.
It's Solana season.
They heard it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, anything else you want to talk about?
No. It was a very confusing way of writing that number.
Which one?
The one that was just up. It was like 20.
This one?
This one, right? Dots, comma. It was around the wrong way.
Isn't that how they write it over in England?
No.
Isn't that how you guys do it in England?
No. Makes no sense at all. How bizarre.
Let's see. One quick
Bitcoin
looks a little toppy. I
don't know. The SEC, they said they're going to approve the ETF by the 15th of January.
The SEC said that?
That's what I heard.
I don't think the SEC said that. There's no fucking way.
It's a news article I read. They said that they will come up with approval before the 15th of January.
Well, the 9th is the actual like approval date. Like it's the 9th or 10th. So they actually have to have it before then.
15th.
So.
Weird.
Yeah.
I'll dig up the article I read.
I want to see that. I know they met with VanEck and BlackRock and Fidelity. Like,
well, they changed. They had to change the role of Coinbase within the whole thing, didn't they?
Yeah, something about how it's being held. But that's all good news in that term because they're doing all the nitty gritty fine details. So
yeah, which is why I'm surprised at this a little bit. And
I mean, it's just overbought, man. I mean, it's going. I mean, it doesn't mean it can't go higher. But until I think we see that approval.
Well, you know me, I'm an altcoin maximist. So I always like to see Bitcoin come back down a little bit because it all just goes into the...
Well, what do you think this was? This is like, this is all this chop here. The alt season's been freaking insane. It's been good. I mean, and this is just the start. We do this every single time. The last 3 bull runs, every time we look at it, we're like, wow, alt season's great. And then when the real alt season hit, you're like, holy crap, what am I doing? Like zeros just start getting added on the end of your wallets. And you're like, this is fun. Shitcoin season's great.
I have 2 houses I want to buy, and I just need it to happen right now.
Yeah.
Get more comfortable. Dan,
if you're listening still, you should just come down to the office and we should look at some charts. I don't know enough. I mean, okay, I'll do SOL too. Hold on. I think Bitcoin's a little toppy here, although this 4 hours looking decent. It definitely needs to close on the daily above here. 44.1 for me to be and I don't think it's going down to 0 or anything like that. I think this is just a brief. I mean, you might be lucky if it gets down to 42. Any kind of like weird bad news that comes out, maybe down to the 38 range, maybe. Other than that, I think you're pretty much hosed at getting anything good in terms of price wise for Bitcoin. I think it's a brief dip if it does anything. Sol has no quit whatsoever. It just keeps on chugging. Good old Sol. But it's looking like it wants to chop around a little bit. Interesting enough, was talking to a fellow this morning, and he was talking to me about correlation stuff with Ray and Radium and Sol. We did the correlation factor of Ray and Sol, and it was a 1-to-1. Like when Sol goes up, Ray is going up at the same time. So it's not a rotation trade, but what it is, in the same time frame that Sol went up about 450%, Ray went up about almost 1,000%. So the amount you're getting out of it, but there's not enough liquidity. You can't put a lot of money in it, but definitely is something to look into for decent trades. And the correlation is high. It's not like the Sol Luna AVAX trade where it was literally like Sol would go up, and once it started to chop, like right now in the Sol Luna AVAX trade, right now you'd be rotating into Luna, and then Luna would do this same move, like right from here to here, and then you would see Luna chop, and then you would move into AVAX, and they would do this same move, and you would literally have 3 tokens that you could rotate into in the last bull run. That was a fun one. But all right, chart talk. It's all bullish. Might see a little dip, but this fun times, boys.
What's the YGG USD one?
That's the what is it? The something guild. They're a guild essentially, so they're their gaming guild. I just had them on here because this little peak over here was a big one. That something went down. It was a almost weird trading thing. So I had put it on my chart just to kind of watch it. But they're a big guild in the gaming, Web3 gaming industry. A lot of assets with them. So decent pattern there though.
YGG.
All right. Let's lock it down.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, folks.
Text message telling me I have to get
on
and do some stuff.
You told me you're like, I got to work. I'm like, all right, you got stuff to do. Let's do it.
All right,
wait, hold on. Do you have time next week?
Yeah.
because we need to do a year-end
Mm-hmm.
projections.
Okay.
Predictions.
I do have so the 29th is out and the 27th is out, but the 28th, which is the Thursday, I can do.
Perfect. I'm in.
Okay.
28th. All right. So 28th, we're going to do a predictions podcast. We'll do charts mostly on that one and talk about what we think we see happening in the next year.
Do you want to do 10 a.m.?
10 a.m. Santa's coming to town.
He will have already been gone by then.
Thank you. Thank you, Blake. I know him. I know him. Santa.
You're not Santa.
You smell like
meat and
You're a
cheese.
piece of cheese. You sit on a throne of lies.
All right, folks. Have a
right,
have a
everybody.
Merry Christmas. If you celebrate that, if you don't, have a good weekend. Either way, we'll talk next week.
One
Thanks,
day I'm
Ian.
going to stop celebrating Christmas.
Catch you later, everybody.
Or-
Peace
See
out.
ya.